They say you can't hurt a big block Chevy.
And you're gonna test that theory.
We'll find out.
Inverter swapped. We're gonna make a test it real quick. He got baptized by a streetcar. Dragway today just for a test and tune. It's weird being here in the daytime, huh? Normally we're starting at 9 o'clock, first round. We got some things to test. You know, at the start of the year, if you look back to when we were at, you know, we just put the Mike Lau 388 in. We had a really loose converter to start out with, and so we had 501 build us a tight converter, and that's what we've been running so far. It's real tight, which is great for like war in the woods. We were doing really well. A lot of the fast tracks, I mean, we were going really fast, but for those 2 or 3 races a year that I need that tight converter, now I get on stuff like this and I have a hard time on the shift and right around the 100-foot mark where the converter's coupling a little too hard, and it was just really sensitive, and I was also having to leave on a lot of boost to get it to 60 foot, what I really needed it to do. And you know, that's all normal, that's what we asked for, and that's what we got. And then we decided, well, we kind of need to meet somewhere in the middle. So 501 got us another converter. So we took the car to Lucor, switched the 390 gear out for a 410. So thank you to Lucor for getting that done for us. And then we got this new converter in there now. So we're trying a lot of new stuff. I mean, it's had a 390 gear since we bought the car, and we're just going back to a looser converter just in the first 300 feet and on that shift point. So, and this is a perfect track to test that. And we also have one of the biggest events of the year here is coming up next weekend. It's Limpy's Hash Days on the Hill. That's next weekend. So this is crucial testing to make sure we have great data for here next weekend. You know, we'll try out this new converter and this 410 gear. You looked at it yet? Looked at what? The track? A little bit. It's not bad. It's a little tore up. Balled up a little bit. It's always like that. I mean, yeah, it gets better once cars go down it and it smooths out. Track's gonna be a lot better next weekend than it is now, but it's okay. You know, we're just here trying to see if this car will go down a shit surface again, because I kind of forgot how to. We've been racing on so much fast stuff, so that's really the goal for today. CJ is also going to be driving the 55 if they get the rock arm fixed, because it just broke unloading it off the trailer. Molly Super's here. They're going to do some testing, see how that goes. But yeah, should be a good day of testing, trying new things, trying to go faster. So that's the goal.
Bump, bump, hold that.
I was literally backing it out of the trailer and it broke a rocker arm. So luckily Tony, the track owner here at KD, had one. We just had to change the shafts out, and hopefully we'll be able to make some passes here soon. So if you guys follow CJ on his channel, you would have saw that he had a little incident a couple weeks ago on the street with his car, and they're in the process of fixing it right now. I got all these cars and not enough drivers, and I figured, heck, why not throw CJ in it? But we're here testing just so he can get his feet wet. I'll be racing the S10 next weekend, so I won't have much time to run this, but I hate to see it set. You know, it's a good car. We got a new converter we need to test, and we're gonna see what it can do. CJ's gonna be the pilot for this weekend and next weekend, hopefully, and see if we can give Jimmy Dale some competition in True Street.
Did you hear that?
What?
You gotta beat Jimmy Dale this
I'm gonna let
weekend.
air out of his tires, grease his steering wheel. He'll have all kind of competition with this one. He said we got another kit at the shop for it, and I got 2 foggers, so we're gonna make a run. They say you can't hurt a big block Chevy.
And you're gonna test that theory.
We'll find out.
Eats rockers like candy. Broke the drive shaft.
Are you serious?
Yep.
How? How does that happen?
Hooked.
Are you serious
Yep.
right now?
Put it in neutral.
Fuck.
Super smooth.
Yeah. Told you she rides like a cloud.
Is that about normal?
Yeah, that's pretty good, especially for here.
Where'd it go?
650 at 105.
I see what you're saying about leaving.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You're in the back seat like as soon as you leave.
The best it's been with me in it was like in good air, like 638. But
How much you spraying this thing? Like 800?
Oh, whatever you guys got in the kits.
You got them Charlie Brown jets?
I say kits, plural.
Sheesh. How much you spraying to this thing? 200.
I sprayed 200 once.
How'd that go?
Not good.
You have a gauge you go off of, or just
On in the back?
the bottle?
I don't have one up here. It was like 1,000.
You think
I
that's
put it in.
enough?
Yeah.
You just said I can send it?
Yeah.
Aye, aye, Captain.
It's only like 200, so.
Did not like that one.
Yeah, it went over the transition and white smoked. I think it could have taken more early, but less like at the transition.
It shook the tire.
We might be able to tighten the rear shocks up a little. Because it's pounding those radios pretty hard.
That ain't no forward motor.
Ain't no forward motor.
All right, fellers, what's the good news? We gonna make this thing go down or what?
We're gonna try.
We will try.
We lengthened the ramp out and we tightened the rear shocks up a little bit because it's really, really wadding the tire up. So we're gonna try to slow the extension down a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't hurt us over the transition though. That's the only thing we're worried about. We don't have double adjustables or singles, so.
Yeah, fighting more than one battle.
Yeah. If we had double adjustables on the back, we could loosen the compression up and then tighten the rebound, but we don't. So we kind of have to tighten both.
And see what it does.
Just needs big tires and wheelie bars.
Yeah. Big tires and wheelie
Really
bars.
big tires and wheelie bars.
Somebody else has that.
Almost made it. Almost made it.
Still losing the tire. We made it further that time, I think, though.
Almost.
Made it a little further.
Yeah,
But when it lost the tire, it lost it.
it did.
And
It's
then-
making some power out there.
Yeah. Well, I hit high gear, like I made sure everything was good, hit high gear, got back on it. Like when I hit the hill, it fucking lunged, so it was spinning up high too. You just can't, I can't tell. Like,
Yeah.
It's,
It probably needs some new tires and it's really hot out.
yeah.
You know, when we're racing next week, it'll probably be nighttime.
You know what I told him, Dad? I said that ain't no forward motor.
A lot better.
I got Chevy engines laying all over the barn.
What to do that time?
Made it a little
600
farther.
something.
Ended up more.
You know what they say, you plant a Chevy in the yard, it grows another one.
I need
Believe
tires.
it, I got them all over the place.
Those new. How much are you leaving on?
10%. 2-second ramp.
Did we leave the delay in it?
We have a 10th delay in it. It's really,
Realistically, I think it's going to take a 4-second ramp the
Yeah.
way it is right now.
yeah.
I'd almost leave a 10th delay in it let it hit for like half a second and then shut the shit off and then ramp it back in. Because you got to get it over that transition and you need to get it out of 60 foot. You let it hit and then draw it back out of it and then ramp it back in slow.
The problem we're fighting with hitting it hard early now is just the sidewalls are beat out of there.
And it's hot today.
We're at about 17, 18 pounds and it's still like
Wadding them up.
putting the rim on the ground almost. And it's pretty bad.
Can't take power out of it to make it work.
Single adjustable.
Got to make the chassis work for the power.
Yeah. All right, so if you guys were watching yesterday, we went to KD Dragway and did some testing on the Falcon. We had just changed the converter. We've kind of been bouncing around converters all season in that thing, just trying to get something that works well for basically good tracks and bad tracks, something in the middle. It's really hard to get it just right. We had a converter in the car earlier this year that gets 60-footed really hard on low boost, and it did well through the middle, but out the back we thought that it was maybe a little bit too loose, but I don't think we gave it a fair shake. That's this converter right here. It's a 9.5-inch Nissan-based converter. We had this in the car early this season when we ran Logan Duval in the semifinals at King of Columbus, and we had it in the car at Edgewater when it made a personal best 60 foot. Does really well. I think it's going to do great for KD, being that KD is really rough and you can't really mile an hour there that well. The converter in the car, we are using a 258 millimeter from 501 Performance. This one's also from 501. They've been great to deal with through this whole thing. Ever since we put the 388 in the car, it's just been a lot of testing, a lot of trial and error. We've changed a lot on the car. Obviously the engine, the turbos, the converter. We've changed gear ratio, just trying to go faster. And it's really hard to try things in competition. We haven't been able to test a lot lately. So now that we're able to test some more, we're gonna put this converter back in and we're gonna try it on the street and probably make some hits at KD again before Cash Days at the Hill. So this converter, like I said, it was a little bit loose out the back, but I don't think we gave it a fair shake because the data that we got with it was spinning a little bit out the back, it was moving around, and we were low on fuel pressure. We were running out of fuel pump, so that was another contributing factor as to why the mile an hour would have been down a little bit. So like I said, we're gonna put this converter back in today. It's gonna be better for KD and some of the worst tracks we're gonna go to late in the summer in the heat. We know what this thing can do in the 60 foot. We know it builds boost a lot faster with this converter. It gets on the chip a lot quicker. So we're gonna go back to this one for now. We're gonna take the old one out. We're gonna send it back to Bubba, and he's gonna change a few things in it to make it come up on the brake a little bit easier because it takes so long to get up on the brake with the 258. So yeah, we're gonna put this converter back in today, and Tommy should be here soon to help me. Swapped. We're gonna make a test hit real quick and see how she does. You put a soft tune up in it, right?
Yep.
The spot hasn't been hit in a while. but it looks fairly clean. Just driving past it every day, so we're just gonna hit a little 330 spot and maybe hit a better one later if the first one goes good. Whatever you want to do, go from there. Well, I'd say today was a pretty good success. We managed to change the converter out, go test it. You didn't put a lot of power in it, but I mean, it still went in the 5s, even aborting the run really early. Obviously because the road's just really short and you're going over a freaking jump at the end.
Right.
But the car is definitely a lot better with that converter. I'm pretty happy with where we're at with it. And
Where are we going?
we're going to be going to KD Dragway for Limpy's cash days at the Hill. And we're going to take the truck, the Falcon, the Supra, and the 55. So we're taking pretty much everything we got that's running.
I'm guessing you're probably going to get the, so the drive shaft broke on the Supra.
Yeah, first hit, drive shaft broke immediately. It was about to make some steam, and I said no bueno. So we're gonna have a drive shaft made tomorrow. Hopefully get it done within a day or so. Usually our drive shaft shop's pretty fast, and we'll be back out there. We need to test the car before we take it to KD and just make sure it's gonna go down. I'm a little worried that it's gonna be too spicy on a radial, but hopefully we get it in this week, and maybe we can go back up there Wednesday or something, make another test session, or maybe just make a hit on the street and see.
Why can't you put a slick on it?
We can, I just have to run it in small tire.
Okay, so you're gonna run. Are you gonna run True Street?
We were gonna run True Street, but I might
got
just
you.
put her in small tire.
I wouldn't do that. I'd put it in True Street. But I don't know.
But it'll take wheel speed a lot better on the slick. That's the thing, and the car's gonna be pretty fast. It might be competitive in small tire for a few rounds. I'm really confident in the car. Just riding in it, it feels fast as hell. We made a lot of changes to it the past couple weeks. I've been working on it nonstop, and it just gets better and better. So yeah, we'll have 4 cars out there at KD. Make sure you guys come out, support. This is probably the best race of the year locally here in Ohio. So definitely make sure you check it out. It's a bucket list track.
How's your face?
It's doing better.
It's good, because you know people are gonna ask.
Yeah, I can definitely get a helmet on. Let me try it.
Have you tried yet?
My doctor cleared me today.
Oh, did he?
No problem.
What's the good news, bud?
Hey, dude. What?
Bro, you got new eyebrows.
What? These are my real ones. They grew back really fast. I'm super happy with it, honestly.
How'd your test hit go?
Oh, you know. You know.
What? My eyebrows grew back. Issues, and I feel like the car was moving around on it. And we had other
Are
bars.
you seriously filming this with that shit on your face?
These are my real eyebrows. Guy's problem, man. Can't control it.